What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and we're going into the snake room and we are feeding today. That's right. Pablo's feeding, I'm going to be feeding, and we got to get our snakes bigger. I've been doing like almost an every other week feeding for the majority of the collection, whereas every week, the ones that I'm really trying to push towards breeding at the end of the year here, I'll feed them on the off week. And it's been working great. I got news for you. The ball pythons grow just as well eating every other week. It's something that I just learned, you know, someone had suggested it to me. And it seems like they use the protein in the rats more efficiently when they're fed less frequently. So it's working. Everything's growing well, spending less money. You know, the price of rats and mice have gone up quite a bit, as you guys probably know. So you might want to try that. You know, go with slightly bigger prey every other week, and I think you'll thank me, because your pocketbook is going to thank me at least. Now, with the babies that eat little hoppers and little, you know, fuzzies, you're going to have to go every week with those still. But once they get to that stage where they can eat a decent sized prey item, go every other week, man. Especially if you have a big collection. All right, we're going to go into the room and we're going to see some cool stuff that I happen to be, because when I feed, I clean too at the same time. And then when I'm cleaning, I'm like, oh, yeah, I should really film this guy. So let's see what Dave pulls out of his collection. All right, we got a clutch of eggs. Surprise, surprise. From one of my favorite females. I produced this girl back in 2020. She's only 2 years old. Literally just turned 2. This bunch of females and males that I produced from this Orange Dream Ultramel Cryptic group, they are great eaters. They're great breeders. They breed young, the males and the females, and I'm super excited. This was a what I believe to be Super Orange Dream Ultramel Cryptic. So the cryptic, once again, being the recessive trait that's allelic to clown. So they're compatible with each other. You get 1 copy of each, you produce a krypton. 2 copies of cryptic, you get a cryptic. 2 copies of clown, you got a clown. So this is a cryptic, visual cryptic. It's also a visual ultramel, and it's probably Super Orange Dream. It's at least Orange Dream, but it's probably Super Orange Dream. Now, I could have bred it back to one of its brothers and produced more of these guys, but I wanted to go outside the box a little bit, and we bred this to a spider, het ultramel, het clown. Obviously, what we're trying to accomplish here would be Orange Dream Ultramel Kryptons. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, some of those would be spider too. Hopefully, if she's Super Orange Dream, everything's going to be Orange Dream. That's going to be great. And then it's just going to be a matter, it's a 50% chance of hitting an Ultramel, 50% chance of hitting a Krypton. In the very worst, we'll hit 100% het Ultramel and 100% het Cryptic. So nothing wrong with that. Now, we do have a few slugs I see in there, but they look like there's some good eggs as well. Once again, she's a young female, so sometimes you're going to get slugs. I hope we have at least 2 or 3 good eggs. Let's pull her. All right, the mama did good. We just cleaned her up. She is gorgeous. I really believe she's Super Orange Dream. Orange. She's Super Orange Dream, I believe. We'll find out once the babies are born. She's cryptic and ultramel. Look at that orange head. She's really light. She's one of the lightest ones I've produced. And that's why I'm thinking maybe she's Super Orange Dream, because she's really light and she's got a lot of white kind of crawling up the sides here. Usually Orange Dream does that too. So yeah, we'll see. You know, that's why I kept her and bred her, because I really wasn't sure. I think she's a Super Orange Dream. I've produced a number of these now, from Orange Dream Ultramel Cryptics to Super Orange Dream Ultramel Cryptics, and she's this is perfection as far as I'm concerned. Really doesn't need to be anything added to it, but you know, we're always trying to come up with something new. If we can get this into, I wonder what this would look like in Krypton, if it would look similar, but we'll find out, I guess. So I'm happy. Let's go see what the eggs look like. All right, half and half. We did 50-50, pretty good. I haven't candled these yet, but it looks like we got 4 good eggs here. They're small eggs, but she's small, so that's all right. As long as they're good, I'll have to candle these things and see if there's any embryos in there and blood vessels. These 4 are slugs, so those are no good. Let's take a look and see what these look like. All right, we got 4 eggs, but you know what? 2 of them really have really weak embryos. 1 has decent embryos. I think it was this one. And I don't know. I don't think we're going to get much. We might get one snake out of this that's viable, but we'll see. We'll put them in the... Actually, this one has nothing, which is the big one, but we'll just keep an eye on these. And you never know. Keep my fingers crossed. You know, everything doesn't always go great. Next year is always a better year. All right, my little Aru green tree pythons have been getting very cozy with each other. I saw their tails kind of not locked yet, but they were kind of playing with each other the other day. They've been sitting near each other, so that's a good sign. Like I said, I've been kind of cohabitating these two just for, I don't know, shits and giggles. And they seem to be cozying up to each other, so we might, you never know. We might get some breeding action here early in the season. These, from what I understand, the green tree pythons will breed all year round. They really don't have a season. Because from where they're from, it's always warm, so. But a lot of people report having, you know, clutches laid all throughout the year, so keep an eye on these. All right, a little update on the Angulated Tree Boas. This little one is hanging out up here on the perch, right under the radiant heat panel. This one has been liking that back corner, and so far so good. They've been looking pretty good. We haven't fed them yet. Maybe we'll feed them tomorrow. Pablo, if you bring over some extra mice, maybe for these guys too. See if they'll eat. And what a beautiful. I love that I have some arboreal stuff now. It just kind of makes me feel kind of cool. I don't know why. It's like just something different. I think we always want what we don't have. That's what it is. If I had all arboreal, then I would want to have like boas and ball pythons. But all right, everything looks good. All right, Annie Cole, the Anaconda, she got a nice jumbo rat today, and she took it down pretty fast. So she took it down in about 30 seconds. She swallowed that thing. So we may have to go up to bigger prey items with her now. She's getting nice and big. I got to keep taking her out and making sure she's stays nice and sweet. Sweet as pie. We're going to leave her alone and let her do a little digesting right now. Good job, Annie. This little girl just took down a nice small rat. She's looking beautiful. This is my albino, 66% head axanthic carpet python. She's just getting more and more beautiful. So she's 66% head snow, essentially. Look at that color. She's very rarely do you see that many oranges in an adult carpet. She's a 19, so she's about 3 years old now. You know, she's still not ready to breed. Probably next year, hopefully, now that she's eating bigger prey items. But I've been slow growing her. She is so pretty. I just don't want to lose her. I'd rather just have her take an extra year or so and get up to size. There's my beautiful snow male. And he took down a nice small rat too. He's got that white eye, you can see that snow. And he's got yellow in him because snows don't remove all the yellow. That's why we got to go to Moonglows for carpets to get all that yellow gone. And actually full moons, which would be super caramel, albino axanthics are going to be the best, the whitest. But he's going to be breeding again for me this year. Last year I don't think his clutch went. His girl didn't go. So, but he got her the year before that. So he's obviously proven. He's a 19. This year we'll get another shot. He's looking really nice. One of my favorite carpet pythons. All right, here's my snow possible Moonglow carpet male from 2020. This boy we've been growing him. We're really trying to, I'm pushing to try to get him into the breeding rotation this year. I really would love to see him do some breeding. He's so beautiful and he's been eating small rats now, so I think he might do it. We might get him. Once again, I would like to see if we can prove him out, possible Moonglow. I originally called him a snow. Then he got like lighter looking. He's much lighter than my other. You saw my other snow. This boy's got way more white and less yellow. But you never know. Until you prove these out, you really can't say anything. But we'll try. He just ate. We'll leave him alone. And here's that little boy's sister. This is the one I originally called Moonglow. And she still might be Moonglow. She's very white. She does have some yellow in her, which is, once again, she's not full moon. I think she's caramel albino axanthic, single copy caramel. We need to try to produce a super. So ultimately, we're going to try to breed her to the brother when eventually it comes time. But she's got a few more years still to go. But she's beautiful. Really, really nice. I don't know. We'll see. She's at least a snow, at the very least. All right. And last snake for today. We just washed her off. She's pooped up. She shed. When these snakes like to shed, they like to poop all over the place too. This is an Enchi Candido Pied. So she's got the Enchi gene, which makes everything better. And in Pied, it makes us have very low white pieds. We know that. She is Candido, which means she's got one copy of the Candy gene, which is recessive, and one copy of the albino gene, giving us that Candido. And it's an albino-ish looking snake. It's a little more on the purple side when it's born. And then she's also possible orange dream. This snake has got so many possibilities. I've had her for so long. Got her from Ozzy years ago. For some reason, she was a terrible eater originally, and then she just never had good clutches for me. Even this year, the clutches didn't go. So I'm hoping next year. She's got nice size in her now. I think, you know, maybe it was the male I was putting her with. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully next year we'll get something nice from her, because she is just gorgeous and beautiful. I mean, you like pied stuff. This Candido pies are just fucking awesome, off the charts. And I really think she's orange dream too. I think she's going to prove out. So, and if I can have Enchi in every pied I have, I would opt for that, because it really, really gives you low white pieds, and which I think, look at that little white on the tip of the tail there. She's awesome. Really cool. Sometimes when you clean your collection, you start realizing some of the cool stuff you have you might have forgotten you had. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Hope you enjoyed today's video. You got a little sneak peek at this, a little of that. And that's what makes these videos entertaining. Sometimes you don't have there's no set agenda. I kind of just show you what I like. I give you updates on things that I might have shown you recently. And that's what makes life that much more enjoyable. All right, tomorrow we're gonna be receiving a really cool boa delivery shipment. And you guys are not gonna wanna miss this. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit that like button, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning.